Barnes and Leslie, welcome to the Morning X for September 11th, 2024. Wow, it's just weird every time this day comes around.
It's deja vu for you and I because you and I were on the air. Jimmy was off.
Yeah, he was suspended, one of his many suspensions. But we definitely here never forget. Also, we don't forget that Kings of Leon tickets are very close. 7:40-ish this morning at the ticket window will get you set. Celebrity Sleaze now, presented by McDonald's. Best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
I'm a little shocked by this story, Barnes. This is from the Instagram account Dave's Stories, Dave Grohl. I've fathered a baby daughter outside of marriage.
Oh, I saw that come through yesterday. I was like, here we go.
I've recently become the father of a new baby daughter born outside of my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children, and I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness. We're grateful for your consideration toward all the children involved as we move forward together. Wow.
Talk about someone who just inserted a bomb into their likeness and their image. It is going to be interesting to see where it goes. He's been married over 20 years.
Yes, to his wife, Jordan.
3 daughters. And you have to think there was something going on behind the scenes for him to have to come out with this way.
A lot of people on social media are saying, why did he have to announce this on social media? Why not just keep it private?
Could be the wife. It could be, you're going to face the music. It could be an extortion attempt from whoever the baby mama is, who we don't know who it is. It could be several angles.
Now, his oldest daughter, Violet, who's 18, that's the one that, obviously comes out and sings with him all the time. She appears to have deactivated her Instagram account.
I bet.
Amongst this news. I mean, I would be devastated for the whole family, his wife, his children.
Yeah, the statement is great and everything, and it's what you, I guess, have to say, but for him to actually do that, it's going to take the participation of 4 women in his household.
I know.
And I can't help to think, but it's going to be an uphill battle. What do you say?
And he's saying, I'm trying to do everything to regain their trust.
Well, of course he is. It starts with not sticking your unit inside someone else's body and creating another life outside of the one that you love.
It's an unbelievable story, and the fact that he announced it on social media is unbelievable.
I'm sure more to come.
Another explosive story, Barnes, about Linkin Park. Chester Bennington's son speaking out against the band, calling their actions a betrayal of his dad's legacy.
I mentioned this when we first heard about the singer because I felt like it was a diss to him and it was a money play.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't a money play, they would do some other band.
Well, with all the criticism happening, sidebar note that Mike Shinoda did address the criticism. Many people will take time to wrap their heads around us with her. If people are respectfully not there yet, I'm totally fine with that, but disrespect me and you will lose my respect in return. That's a strong statement.
I've seen him. He's been very careful with his words when he's talking about it, which also is a cue to me that it's uncomfortable in some capacity. And he's being very open with, I know a lot of you won't get it right out, but let's explore this together.
Uh-huh.
I've said it just doesn't feel right to me, but a lot of people are down with it.
Well, after Shinoda's comments, Jamie, this is the son of the late Chester Bennington, expressed his disapproval of Emily Armstrong and the band's recent decisions. Wow, he had an Instagram story, and he is just challenging fans to comprehend this idea. He said, quietly, the band erased my father's life and legacy in real time, and not only during a band interview meant to clear the air about certain aspects of Linkin Park's history and the future, but during International Suicide Prevention Month.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
No acknowledgement of the way you groom your fan base. I mean, he went hardcore.
Wow.
He publicly said to Shinoda, what you've done is not something for people to acclimate. It's not a shock that people are just going to have to take the time to process and understand you have betrayed the trust loaned to you by decades of fans.
Wow.
That's interesting. And then he said, we trusted you to be the bigger person. But here's the part I didn't know. He dropped a bombshell when he mentioned overhearing Mike Shinoda let slip in an Apple interview with Zane Lowe that their album had been in the works as far back as 2019. Maybe 17.
Those were the talks that they'd been jamming with her, but that she was not the lead singer at that point. They were just jamming with her. But how does he fully own the name Linkin Park anyway? I would think Chester's estate had some ownership of that band name. I would think, but maybe not.
I just think we're going to continue to hear more from the family, but the son has spoken out. Have you followed Jack White's Instagram account?
Yeah.
Little shot of the paperwork. Jack White and the White Stripes suing Donald Trump over the use of their song Seven Nation Army.
Get in line.
I guess during his campaign, improperly using the duo's song. And now they're suing.
Yeah, he's been doing that, though, a lot. Just using whatever he wants.
I know. I think a lot of other people, too, are stepping up to the plate.
There were a lot of threats, I know, and then I guess he stopped. But looks like Jack White's in it to win it.
I got to ask you about this, because I was all over yesterday seeing people talk about Tom Brady's debut, as a broadcaster in the NFL booth. People are like, yeah, he didn't do so great in the game of the week with Dallas and Cleveland on Sunday. I watched it. I was like, is he really struggling? Listen to this.
I think he's going to be dealing with this type of pressure. Talked about this with some of these young offensive linemen. Tomlinson just gets by Martin. Nothing the quarterback can do when you're standing there and they get to the middle of the pocket. What a catch.
I mean, it just sounds like rudimentary whatever.
Yeah.
He's getting almost $500 million from Fox.
I didn't realize that. People are like, he was struggling to find the words. Yeah, if you're going to make that much money, maybe, practice up.
$375 million 10-year deal.
Wow.
The dude looks 35. He's almost 50.
He looks amazing, I have to say.
He looks like a movie star.
I haven't watched, but Ryan Seacrest took over the Wheel of Fortune, but he never says the previous host's name. Should he have? He joined Vanna White as the show's co-host. Of course, never saying anything, though, about Pat Sajak. Wouldn't you think he'd at least once say something?
Nice to have you. Welcome to Wheel of Fortune. I am your host, Ryan Seacrest. I still can't believe my luck in being here with you tonight to continue this legacy of this incredible show with all of you. And, of course, my good friend Vanna White. Thank you for the very warm welcome. Hosting Wheel of Fortune is a dream job. I've been a fan of this show since I was a kid watching it in Atlanta with my family, and I know how special it is that Wheel has been in your living rooms for the past 40 years. And I'm just so grateful to be invited in. I also know I've got some very big shoes to fill. So, let's play Wheel of Fortune.
He had the most obvious thing to do was congratulate Sajak on the Emmy.
I don't understand.
That was the easiest slam dunk, especially when he talks about the big shoes to fill.
I agree.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It was a little awkward. Anna Delvey, the fake heiress, slamming Whoopi Goldberg over her comments about Dancing with the Stars. I guess Whoopi was saying, yeah, she was in prison. Why should she be on the show? And Anna, clapped back. While you are entitled to your own opinions, you should at least get your facts straight. I served my time and paid everyone back in full 3+ years ago. And of course, she's wearing the ankle bracelet to prove it. And then she said, looking forward to your on-air correction. Whoopi's not going to apologize. Come on.
No.
There's no way.
Anna Delvey is kind of dirty cute to me.
Yeah, she actually looks pretty good.
She's a little bad girl cute to me. Sassy. Probably couldn't take it very long.
Yeah.
But sassy.
Man, Elton is speaking out, worrying about my mortality at 77. I don't think I'm going to be around for big life moments.
Come on.
His kids are 13 and 11 now. In that new documentary based on his life, Elton John, Never Too Late, which I cannot wait to watch, he's a little fearful about his death. Quote, I want to see them have children and get married. I don't think I'm going to be around for that. Who knows? You never know. So that's what I want to use the best time of my life while I'm around. Time together is so wonderful and so precious.
Have you had family members do that? Because my dad did that 10 years before he died. And he just died in the spring. 10 years before. Because my stepmother died and she was younger than he was. And so he was like, oh, well, I'm going to die. And so everything he would mention about how, he's not going to be here maybe for the next Thanksgiving. Or, you know what I mean? Like just all kinds of indicators of I'm going to die.
And that's why Elton stopped touring, because he wants to spend more time with his kids.
Yeah, don't give yourself that frame of mind or death sentence. Why don't you let it play out? You can't control it.
That's your Celebrity Sleaze.